Hey everyone, how you doing? How you all doing? How you doing? Um, just rearrange my chair a little bit too much that side. Yes, I'm just editing a video that I've just done another one, and I'm going to be obviously chatting to you all. If you want to join in, you don't have to join in. By the way, you can all just go off and do something else because it's Tuesday. But we're just doing a live session chat as I'm working. It's always fun to do this kind of stuff. I think so, anyway. So I've just got to check some Facebook messages. When I'm going to be editing a video, so I'll have my headphones on. But how you all doing? What are you working on? Major projects? Yeah, I'm on now, Charlie. I'm on now. Are you there, Charlie? Charlie's probably joining in. How's everyone doing? So I've been helping out a few people on Facebook with their with their work requests. Yesterday, I'm going to talk about something. Yesterday, someone put a request on the Elementor community, the Facebook group, saying they're using Ocean WP with Elemental Free. Should they use the themes footer or use Elementor like a plugin? And I'm telling them use the Elementor Pro template or use the Elementor header footer builder plugin, which is free. And someone decided to get into a little bit of a tit for tat with me, going, "Why are you telling them to do that? Some of us aren't expert enough to do that." And I feel like if you start using your themes header and footer like Astra or Ocean WP or whatever, you're setting yourself up for a world of pain later on. It is not worth it. And I just think people need to be don't assume that using the header footer for Ocean WP, Astra, Cadence, whatever is going to help you out in the long term, because it won't. When you decide you want to be a bit more dynamic or inventive with how your header footer works, that theme header that you spent half an hour or an hour on with all these widgets, you're going to regret it. You are so going to regret it. And I would definitely say that you want to invest, okay, in Elementor Pro or use the Elementor header footer builder plugin. It's free, it's easy, go for it, okay? And follow the tutorials, follow what we say, because we're all here to help you out. We're not here to make we're not telling you to use something because we make any profit of it. No. We're telling you because we're in the same position that you were, or we were in your position then. And I know what it's like where you use a themes header footer and then you regret it. I've got some websites still out there that I've built for clients that I just have not got around to moving them over to using a proper Elementor header template because it's like duplicating a lot of effort. And I wish I'd known at the time, don't use the theme header footer builder. You know, um, it is not worth it at all. And believe me, anyone that says, "Oh, yes, it is," that's just because like you're I'm sorry, I just find that it's just ridiculous way to work because just to say, "Oh, it's easy," but then we don't care about the fact that people are going to struggle later on. Don't do easy. Always do a little bit of effort to help yourself out in the long run. How's everyone doing as it's connected to someone asking a question about WooCommerce? Just gonna let them know how we're doing or what I think they should do. I hope it helps them out. So just gotta let people know about a new video that's come out. New videos. Hey, Unlock Lord, how you doing from Serbia? What's the weather like in Serbia? What's the weather like over there? It's cold. PS man, how you all? Hey, Carapos. PS Unlock Lord in Serbia. How you guys all feeling about what's going on at the moment? With Russia and Ukraine, and don't want to offend anyone. I don't like to go into politics. Hey, Jimmy, good to see you. But are you worried in Serbia? Because you're not that far off from Ukraine, are you? Um, sunny days, sunny days. Why is it so cold over here then? We've got a lot of cold here at the moment. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me just copy this text. I've just got to paste somewhere. Paste, paste, paste. You're only doing your social media and you got a new post or a new video or a new whatever, and you're kind of like, you got to go through the motions of getting it out there on social media. Right, done. That's done. Yes, because my son is downstairs. It's half term, so he's got a week off school. He's downstairs playing Fortnite. He plays that all the time. So he's playing with loads of other people. He's only 6, by the way. He's nearly 7. And I can hear him shouting, war fight, help me, help me, help me. Somebody save me, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, get them, get them, get them. He's doing all that. And I'm like, "Ugh." I'll come upstairs and sit in the studio instead. Hey, Soom. What you eating, mate? What you eating? What are you eating? I'm just drinking. There you go. That's all you need. Well, you don't need, you need more than that. Yeah. Yeah, let's not get involved into politics. But as long as you're okay, as long as you're safe, everybody stay safe, all right? Everybody stay safe. You watch his YouTube channel? Oh my god, he's all over the place, my son is. Like when he does his live recordings, he's like oh my god, and I feel sorry for anyone that watches him. He is all over the place, man. I'm telling you. He's like, yeah, do this, do that. Yeah. War party, fight, 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 fight. Ugh. I'm hoping that he one day helps to take over the business. He gets involved into web design. He is creative. He likes to think. And I'd love it if he eventually Web Squadron, we could pass over to him. And if he starts to improve his skill set, 10 years time, if we're still running, and I hope we will be, he'll join in and he'll be doing videos with me as well. Cause I'll be an old man then. In 10 years time, I'll be nearly 54. I'll be old. I'll be like, oh, do I have to do another video? Oh, do I have to go live? Oh no, let me take my pills. And I'm not saying everyone's like that when you hit 54, by the way, but believe me, I bet I will be. I'll be like, oh, I've got to do this now. Rah." Yeah, I'll share his channel with you if you want. I'll tell you his channel, mate. So he has got a channel. I'll show you his channel. Your channel. So he's actually live now. I think he's live. No, he's not live now. He was live, but he's not live now. So Raheem, my son's. He doesn't do it on Twitch. He just does YouTube at the moment because it's a bit easier for me to manage it and check. He's not getting any abuse or anything like that. He hardly gets any views either on his video. When you look at how many videos he does, it's like he does so much. Hey Charlie, how you doing? It's there is something like there is something like therapeutic while I'm working or editing, and I get to just talk, and I feel like I'm talking to people. You guys, everyone. It's kind of nice. It's weird, but it's kind of nice. You know, um, it's hard to explain why it's nice. It's just therapeutic. It's lovely and therapeutic. Hey Shivam, how you doing? If you can hear the noise from the headphones, please let me know. So I'm just quickly moving some pieces around on this video I've got here, just to make sure it all makes sense. Let's get rid of that video there. Let's just edit that one there. Sorry if it looks like I'm ignoring. I'm just double checking something because it looks a little bit weird. Right, cool. That's okay. Just stitching together two video clips. Fortnite, mate. Fortnite. Oh dear, he's just he's all over the place. I have to be honest, mate, he keeps him happy. And I remember as a kid, tiny little kid, a lot of people used to say to me, "Oh, what are you reading comics for? Read a book." Or what are you playing computer games? Commodore 64 in those days. You had Shinobi, Outrun, um, some really weird Gauntlet too, really, really cool games. Why are you playing computer games all the time? Go and do some studying, go do some work. Why are you drawing all the time? Drawing images and whatever, oh, that's not going to get you a job. Creativity, people, creativity. And if he starts to problem solve within games, because often within the game, he's like going, right, we need to do this, we need to do that. So we need to go here. And he is strategizing. And I just think that as long as he does his schoolwork, his reading, his writing, his spelling, his maths, and all of that, if he needs to have downtime because the weather's too cold to play outside and he wants to play indoors and he's not troubling anyone and he is careful who he plays with, then I kind of go, just let him do it. Creativity is important. you know, and I will be very careful to make sure he's not playing with anyone, that's going to start swearing or abusing or anything like that. But creativity is good. Yeah, I mean, funnily enough, though, Charlie, this is really funny. He's nearly 7. None of the other kids in his class play Fortnite because you're not really meant to be playing Fortnite until you're 12. But he has a very good understanding, and if when he has heard someone swear on the game, he kind of gets out and boots them out or whatever. He doesn't like it. Um, but a lot of the other kids don't play. In fact, a lot of the kids at school, I don't know what it is. Like a lot of them, they don't even play Minecraft. I mean it, right? The stuff he has built on Minecraft. Oh my god. Right? He's got a blank world, nothing there, and I literally come down and he has built a proper house with the rooms, with the kitchen, the bedroom, the study room, the library. He's done a fortress bit. He's done a flagpole. He's done a water bit with like, I'm sat there going, how did you do that? Where did you learn this from? And he goes, oh, I just watched a video on YouTube or something. And he memorizes and he does it. He's got a really good memory at remembering how to do things. So it's creativity. You know, make something out of nothing, which literally is incorrect. You meant to say make something out of anything because no one likes to use the word nothing. But hey, he makes it out of nothing. Bit like us when we do web design, blank page, we stitch it together. Yeah, I mean, and it's just I think it's really good. I think it's really good, that if they can forge their way in life, let them do it. And I'm one of those parents where if he decides he wants to go into computers, whatever, fine. If he wants to become a lawyer, fine. If he wants to become a plumber or a decorator, fine. As long as he's happy and he can make it work and his heart is all into it, then fine. Because I would rather he's passionate. Because we've got to be honest here. How many years or whatever have we worked or done jobs where, you know what, we did it because we had to do it and we didn't enjoy it? When you don't enjoy it, you hate going to work, you hate going the extra mile, you hate just doing it, right? And you're just doing it for the money. But if you are passionate about it and there is a problem, you're going to want to solve it because you love it. You love what you're doing. And that's what I want him to do, to love it. I love stitching videos together when it works and it just sometimes you can't even tell there was a stitch a bit cut out. It just goes flows really cool. I love that. Yeah, well, I'm really glad to hear that, Jimmy. It's I'm really glad your parents gave freedom. I didn't get that. I did not get that, and I'm still a little bit annoyed that when I was like 16, 17, 16 after I did my GCSEs in UK, I wanted to do A levels in drama, graphical art, and I think it was psychology or something like that. My parents did not allow me. I had to do biology, chemistry, maths, and then after a real hard argument, they let me do psychology. So I did 4 A levels. Now I will say back then, doing 4 A levels was unheard of. We're talking about 1995. I was pushing myself with 4 full-on courses there. But biology, chemistry, maths, it was like I liked maths. I liked biology. I was okay with chemistry, but I didn't want to do them, but I had to. And then, what I then did at university and all of that is never really what I wanted to do. So when I look back on that, that is why I say, let them forge their path. Let them, it's a bit like when you play a role playing game, right? You're not going to want to play a game where you're told, right, you are a gladiator, and that's it. You're not allowed no magic. You're not allowed nothing. Just a gladiator. Whereas in role playing games, you can adapt, you can improve, change your costume, change your weaponry, whatever. You adapt. That's why we love role playing games. Well, that's why I love role playing games. And I want his life to be, go on to do what he wants. Hey, Flip. Sorry, I'm reading all the comments now. Flippinson, I'm glad the tutorials are helping you. Yeah, really glad. Yeah, exactly, Jimmy. Become an artist. Yeah, well, a lot of my relationship with my parents has not worked out very well. I'll be honest. Our relationship went very sour when I was 19. I left home when I was 20. Um, Back then, that was 2000. I didn't have a mobile phone. People were still getting used to the internet. If you weren't at university, it was still a big, emails and all that. And I was off the grid for a good year. No one in my family knew where I was. I was off the grid. So I've been there. I've been there with just disappearing. Yeah, no, we control how much he plays on game soon. So we make sure that he has his game time, but he's also got to respect his education, his reading, doing stuff, playing with friends, all of that stuff. So we let him play, but then we always remind him, right, okay, now it's education time. And he does it. Sometimes you have to have a talk word with him, but he does to get on with it. Oh yeah, David, I saw my chiropractor last Thursday. The muscles twist and turn. So last night it felt a little bit sensitive again because it always does when your muscles are tender. They release and they tighten a little bit, but they're fine. I'm fine now. I'm like, I can dance around whatever, so I'm fine. I am fine. When I do live chats, I start to feel really hungry because I'm burning more calories, aren't I, when I'm talking? So what I've done is we were meant to start a website today, but the client can't start till next week now. So I'm just checking some of the resources in case there's any other gaps we might need. And I'm just editing a video. So do you know the Atarim solution? Atarim, which is for collaborating with clients when you do a website in terms of commenting on improvements and stuff like that. I've just done a review of their homepage, and I'm going to stick that video live onto our channel today. So just been doing that. And then I'm also going to look up a possible solution for a problem. Can you hear my son? He's downstairs and he's going crazy. He's acting like they've just found the Holy Grail. You probably can't hear him, but boy, is he going crazy downstairs. Hey, Wakas, good to see you again. Stitching videos together. So I'll tell you soon. I'll tell you, in fact, I'll tell you. So, so obviously, you know, I'll tell you all now. I had a great life. No. Sorry, let me change it. Growing up, I don't think my childhood life was brilliant. Me and my mum and dad, we kept arguing. I want to be creative and do creative things. They kept containing me, you know, because I was the first son in the family, the oldest. I wasn't allowed to be myself. I wasn't allowed to be creative and whatever, right? And we argued a lot. And then when I was at university, when I would have been, let me get this right, I would have been 19 years old. My left eye, this eye stopped moving, right? I can only move it this much now. Can you see that? Watch what happens to this eye and this eye when I move. Can you see that? So this eye doesn't move very well. And I had loads of testing done. A year of testing. I was on medication, neural examinations, blah, 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 blah. And then eventually they found the brain tumor, and brain tumor was taken out of me when I was 20. So it was in, I was 20. So it was 1999, 23 years ago now. And they took a brain tumor out, and it took me a week to learn how to walk and talk again. I couldn't walk or talk for a week. I was stumbling. I couldn't make sense of things, but afterwards I was fine. And I was back at uni the week after that because I just wanted to get back to normal life, just back to normal life, mate. However, I think I made a mistake rushing back to uni. So I was doing a medical degree of the eyes. How ironic is that? I had a problem with my eye and my brain, and I did a medical degree on the eyes. So I studied in the hospital, and everywhere I went, everyone was looking at me because I had a big scar on my head here. The scar starts here and goes all the way round to here. A big scar where they had to open my head up, my skull go in, because the tumor was about that big. It's about the shape of an eyeball, and it was in the middle of my brain, right? Anyway, let's not go into details. And then, no, don't worry. And then things got tough, and then I left uni. At the end of my second year, I left uni. I said, I don't think I can carry on. I left. Came back home, and me and my parents, we argued. We argued a lot. And then in the end, I just left home. I only had £110 in my bank account because I had no money left. I got a room that cost me £95 for the week, per week. It was a small room. It was a small room with a bed, a cooker, no fridge, bed, cooker, and a table over there, and that was it. So I went and got a room, and then I only had £15 in my bank account. That is it, 15. I went and got a job working in a warehouse. I went to an agency and got a job where I worked at nighttime lifting boxes. Did that for about 3-4 days, and I hated it. And then I managed to get a job where I would work somewhere where they give me letters, and all I do is type the letters. They give me letters, I type. Did that. And I then started to show off to people, actually, I can do more than just this. I learned how to use Excel, how to use databases and build stuff. And then I got a job with the NHS as an analyst because they needed someone just to do some basic work. And slowly, bit by bit, I worked my way up to become head of department, head of analytics, and business intelligence in Leicester. So I went from earning £5 an hour to £65,000 a year. It's taken time to get there. It wasn't overnight. Don't get me wrong. It took time, but that's where I went from. So I started with nothing and I worked my way up. During that time when I was working at the NHS, I went back to university and did a degree in law. I did that in the evenings. So I did a full law degree, but daytime I worked, evening I did my law degree, going to evening university classes. I met someone, we got together, I got married, got 2 cats and all that as well. Got our own first house. We're now in our 3rd house. I don't own 3 houses. We have a house, we did it up, sold it, moved to another house. Did it up, sold it, moved to where we are now. And we're really happy here. Been in this house now nearly 10 years. Hey Nitin, good to hear that you created your effect button. But what the point I'm making is that you can have nothing. You know, when I was 19, 20, when I left home, I had no family. My friends lived miles away from me because they were all at university. I had no money. You know, I didn't have a car. I had a bike, but that was it. Took my bike with me as well. Right? I didn't even have a mobile phone when I first left home. I had nothing. Doesn't mean it stops you finding a solution. You find a way to survive. Don't do anything illegal, right? Don't hurt anyone. Don't be malicious. Don't make anyone's life a misery. But find a good way to survive and keep at it. Keep at it, and you will achieve and accomplish things that when you look back on your life, you go, wow, I remember when things were bad. But look at where you're now. And it was all because you did not give up, right? I didn't have anyone to look after me. I didn't have a mentor or a coach, but I did not give up. Okay, I didn't pray even. I don't pray. Okay, I don't do any. I didn't say, "Oh God, make everything better for me." No, I didn't go to people and say, "Make my life better." No, it's all about make it work and do it for yourself and others. And that's why with web design, freelancing, agency, make it work. And if it means you got to do small rubbish jobs to build your review, just do it. Just do what you got to do to build your profile and your name, and you will get there. You will get there. Yeah, just reading Soom's comment. When you're old, when you're the eldest son, become an engineer, become a doctor, become a lawyer. And that's what it was. Now, I tell all of my cousins, nephews, children, and I say to their parents, let them do what they want to do. And guess what? Ever since I left home and then I came back into the family, everyone else since then has let their children do what they want. If they want to become a teacher, fine. If they want to do football, one of my cousins, right? She's in her mid-20s. She plays for the Leicester City women's football team. You know, she helps play with them. That was unheard of 20 years ago. But it's because now they let people do what they want. Because if your child is going to become a drug dealer or abusive or a criminal, I would like to think you're going to stop them. I would like to think that you're going to pull them back and go, no, this is not the way. But if they're doing something which is okay, fine, let them do it. And I will go a step further. And a lot of you will not like this, but please understand, okay? I don't mean to offend anyone. But if my child turned around and said to me, I want to become homosexual, sorry, not become, I'm homosexual, sorry, wrong words there, right? Fine. Because the way you got to look at it, right? Just because everyone else wears Nike trainers, but your child decides to wear Reebok, just be glad they're wearing something, they're nothing at all, right? We don't have to keep we don't have to keep pigeonholing ourselves and saying, right, I fit this identity, I am this, I am that. And I do not like to be political, but I want to say this right now. When we are born, not was, because we're already here, but when children are born, rather than a child being born into a religion or something, we just need to say to them, hey, you know what? It's okay to not believe. If you want to believe in this, or this, or this, or this, you make that choice. But if you don't, you don't. And if you just want to do X, Y, Z, but it is not illegal, you're not stealing, right? You're not drug dealing, you're not hurting anyone, good on you. Why can't more people in the world be like that? Do I have a hallelujah? Hallelujah. All right. That's, we just need to be more accepting. And if we were more accepting, right, of the color of our skin, our religion, what we wear, what we do, and we don't behave in such a way where we are trying to get a reaction. We dress, I'm going to wear this because I know you won't like it. That's wrong. Wear what you want, but don't wear it to get a reaction. Don't behave to get a reaction. Just be considerate, right? If people were like that more, we would not have wars. We would not have people fighting over cars, houses, countries, cities, religion, effigies, whatever. Exactly, Jimmy. And that's what I mean, you can relate to this, And I had friends when I was 16 that confided in me and would say, I think I'm gay. And I would say to them, well, I said, right, I can't answer that for you. You know if you are or not. You have to make that choice. And that's what I say to people. We need to just be accepting of everyone, because when we accept who we are, then I'm saying this the wrong way. When we are more accepting, things become normalized. And even the word normal, what is normal? What is abnormal? But what I mean by that is, and Jimmy might understand this, I hope, is that sometimes people that are homosexual, they might behave and dress in a certain way because they want to express, right? And then you have groups of people who don't like homosexuals, who don't like that look. I don't like what they're wearing. But another group might dress or behave in a certain way because they want to be able to say, this is who we are, and we don't care what you think. But if the world if everyone in the world just accepted like how that, we're all different and it's okay as long as you're not hurting anyone, then people will stop. We don't have to always stand out. And again, I don't mean to be critical here, but I remember when I was 17, we had loads of people at our college who were into the Gothic vibe. So mid-90s, the Gothic vibe was massive. The black hair, black eyebrows, Doc Martens, black robes. You look like you look like you're still in like a punk band from the 80s. And people would look at them and go, why they like that? And it was like, they're doing that to express themselves because you won't allow them, if they want to be moody or quiet, introvert, they don't want to talk, they just want to sit there, mind their own business, just let them do it. Stop getting in their face. And if you stop getting in their face, they'll stop dressing in a way that can almost cause a reaction. But that's just my view. Who the hell am I? I'm just a web design agency. And we've gone all political, and let's get off the political stuff, right? Because political stuff is never, ever good, and it's always going to cause an offense, which I don't want to do. I don't like to cause offense, okay? So if I've offended anyone, sorry, okay? That's not the idea. But it is all about just kind of like, we just need to be more accepting. And I have to say that I'm actually finding that youngsters now, I think we're going back a step. That's my worry. I feel like I do see that I think children now are being influenced in the wrong way. I think religion is playing too much a part, tradition and culture. I think race. There are too many things. And I am going to say it right here now. TikTok and places like that, I think, are putting bad influences out there. There is too much racism, sexism, ageism, countryism, clothesism, hairstylism. There's too much isms on TikTok where people can freely abuse someone. They take a video of someone and everyone hurls abuse. The way you're driving, the way you look, the way you reacted, whatever. There's too much abuse out there. And I think youngsters are now thinking it's okay for me to go out there and say to someone, your website is shit, you know, oh, your logo is shit, you're this, that, or whatever, and I just feel like people, we need to, and they can get away with it. And when you start to think that you can happily say to someone, oh, um, you're Christian, I don't like you. You're Muslim, I don't like you. You're Jewish, I don't like you. Oh, look at what you're wearing. Oh, take your clothes off. Oh, yeah, do all of that. Oh, this and that. Oh, I really fancy your mum. All of this pathetic behavior. It just starts to make it okay to behave like that. And sometimes what I don't like is how on the Elementor Facebook group sometimes, and even places, there are people, they say something and they're so nasty in what they say. Oh, I don't like you, didn't there? Oh, that's rubbish. Yesterday on Elemental, someone made a comment about Ocean WP and header footer. And I said, I recommend you use Hello, and I recommend you build your header footer with Elementor Pro or the Elementor header footer builder plugin, which is free, right? Don't use the theme header footer because you might regret it. Someone piled in. You can't say that. That's rubbish. Let them do that. Who are you? It's easier to do that. And I said, I know it's easy, but if you use the themes header footer, you're going to regret it later. When you want to do something a bit more dynamic, you're going to regret it. Use Elementor's header footer Pro or the Elementor header footer builder plugin, which is free. We've got videos on it. But people feel like they can be really judgmental and attack you, and I just feel like the world, exactly. Look, when I was a kid in the 90s, I did not talk back to my teacher or head teacher. I know police officers, they are good or bad, but you didn't go looking for a fight. You didn't go in their face and go, yeah, what do you want, hey? You don't do that, right? And I see kids now doing that to anyone. I go to a shopping center or whatever, right? There's kids, they walk in, they don't care. I see kids, they walk in, grab a sandwich off a shelf, walk around the shop, they open the packet, eat the sandwich and throw the packet. And you just sit there and go, what the hell is wrong with everyone? Because you know what? TikTok and places make it okay to do that, to offend. Hey, you get points and applause for offending. The world needs to get back to common sense, respect, right? Just don't disrupt. Don't look for a reaction. Be nice. I worry about what the world is going to be like in 30, 40 years' time. I really do. People are going to hate, you're parked outside my house. What are you doing here? You just bumped into me. You just breathed on me and you're not even here. You're on a phone, but I saw you breathe. What's the world coming to? Just checking the comments because I haven't been looking. Life is too short, Yeah, and it's so common, like what Jimmy has said, skating choreographer. They just write it because they don't have to say it and they get away with it, and it is so I tell you what, if any of you use TikTok, right, or you watch videos on it, wherever, just go on and watch the comments. It is horrendous. Some of the stuff people put on there is horrendous. I'm not talking about the videos. What you do is up to you, right? But the commentary, oh, it's disgusting. And sometimes people do it on YouTube comments. I've had people who have on YouTube have sent me a message going, your videos are shit. Oh, I don't like you. Whatever. And I kind of think, I don't care. I just delete them or remove them. I don't care. I'm not going to get involved into a tit for tat because they're looking for a reaction, right? And it's good to stand up for yourself, but don't enter the tit for tat, right? Because then they'll tell their friends, yeah, I've got them. Let's all pile in now and send them messages. So watch out for reactions. I've had people say, Charlie, they don't like the videos. They don't like my style. They go, oh, you're too animated, or you're too excited. And I go, well, I don't want to sit there and talk like this. So today on Elementor, we are going to go to WordPress, click Elementor, click pages, and then add pages. I hope you're following. And if you're not following, that's your problem. I don't want to be that kind of guy. I don't want to be monotone because this is me. Look, I'm 43. People think I'm younger, mainly because I am still young inside. And I have energy. I have tons of energy inside of me. And I love to share that because if I can get you excited about WordPress, Elementor, web designing, satisfying clients, you're going to feel so good when you come to do websites, when you're working with people, how to get around problem clients, how to make things easier, more efficient, productivity for you. That's what we need. We need more people like that, not people that go, I don't like Elementor because it doesn't do this. I don't like WordPress because it doesn't do that. I don't like this thing because it doesn't do that. You know, I see that enough when I'm walking the streets and on the news. We want to be uplifted. So I've just noticed Baz has put a comment going, my name is Ivor Hardy. Ivor Hardy. Right, okay. Are you trying to be like a Simpsons? Ivor Hardy. I'm sick right now and vomiting sicky white stuff. Oh dear. I'm really sorry for you, Baz. Any more comments like that, Baz, and I'll have to boot you off the channel, okay? Flipping son, I was coming here today, so you should make a course sometime because you are an amazing. We do. We do. We did have a course that we were selling for I think about £200, but now we have a membership. Charlie's part of it. Scuba diving Thailand. So we have a membership. It's not the cheapest in the world. I'm not going to lie to you. You're looking at £500 a year or $660, something like that. But it's where you join a private Facebook group that I'm part of and the members. We talk, we discuss stuff, we look at ideas. We also have a weekly chat. So this chat here is just us being open and whatever about whatever we want. You know, WordPress, Elementor, life, politics, whatever. The mastery thing we do. Right, I'm just booting off some people, okay? Anyone who acts silly on here gets booted off. Where we have the mastery, where we have a weekly half-an-hour call or 40 minutes, depending on Zoom, and we just talk. We talk about what are we struggling with, what are we working on, any questions we have, and then we get people get access to me because what I am. Are we getting a raid? No, we're not getting a raid. No. I've just had a few people come on who just left dodgy messages, but I've booted them out. But what I have said is, in fact, I'll give you a link to that, okay, just so you can see it, so you don't miss out on it, because it's not on our website. We don't put the link out to it. We have a 5-day challenge, which is free. And then we let people know about it. But if you just want to have the link, I'll put it on. But people have access to me one-to-one. And the main thing about that is I do too much one-to-one service. And now what I say to people is, you want advice, Elementor Facebook group, you got my videos, you can send me a message or a direct message. If it's going to take a long time or you want dedicated one-to-one support, you have to pay for it because it's my time. And that is how you should behave with all of your clients and people. So soon you do YouTube videos and stuff. If someone says they want 1 hour of your time, charge for it because that is your time. Okay. Don't give up 1 hour of your time. If someone wants a phone call with you, say to them, okay, I can give you 5 or 10 minutes. And after that, say to them, look, we can continue, but we have to now do a consultation call and we have to pay for that. Because if you're on the phone for 1 hour and they don't use you, you've given them all the tips and hints and tricks. They'll go away and use it, but you don't get nothing out of it. You might go, yeah, but I helped them. Yeah, but that was 1 hour of your time. What is 1 hour of your time worth? A packet of peanuts, a drink, or is it worth money? So respect your time. It is okay to do things for free, little things, but anything that takes up more than 15, 20 minutes of your time, I strongly recommend you charge for it. Because if people really want your time, they will pay. If you really wanted help from someone to, as a lawyer or a doctor, or even to design websites, you would pay for it. If you needed someone to train you on CSS and they said, yeah, we'll do it for £300, whatever, you're probably going to pay for it. So why is it that we give away free advice all the time, which is okay, but if it's one-to-one support, you need to kind of you need to kind of they need to pay for it. So here is the mastery. Now, when you join up for the mastery, okay, we will then get you access to the private Facebook group and to our private mastery membership page, which has web proposal document, contract document, privacy policy, terms and conditions document, our step-by-step A to Z of how we approach websites, our tips and hints and tricks on business models, sales funnels, signature offering, and it is going to grow. There's always stuff we're developing and adding on to that. But yeah, so that is the mastery. So here is the mastery. But please do not feel you have to. I am not going to say to you, by joining this, you will make £10,000 a month. By joining this, you will be a millionaire next year. No, because to get to that stage, you have to do the work and make it happen. Anyone that says to you, do this course and you'll become rich, they are lying. The only way you become rich is by, well, the only reason they've become rich is by they took your money. So they'll say to you, yeah, you pay $2,000 and you'll become rich and we'll give you a winning formula. Well, hold on a second, right? Okay, I'm just readjusting in my seat because just readjusting myself there a little bit. They're a millionaire. Massive mansion, massive car, massive house, got everything. They're a millionaire, but you have to pay for them to share the method. Hold on. If you're so rich and you care about everyone, the way they're making out, we want to help you. Just share the method. You're a millionaire. Just share it. Be passionate. But no, because they need you to feed and fund their income. So watch out for consultants and people out there that go, hey, yeah, we will get you on #1 on Google and YouTube and all of this rubbish. They're leading you on, and people like that need to be booted out the system because they're just taking your money and they don't care. Once they've got your money, they don't care what happens to you. In the mastery, we care, and we will keep working and talking with you because the more you succeed, the more we can say we helped them. We didn't do it, they had to do it, but we helped and guided them, all right? We mentored them, and it's constant communication, not, yeah, you paid, great, we got your money. Here's a video, here's 10 videos, here's a PDF. Yep, go away, bye. That's not how we like to do it. Snake oil salesman, that's exactly what it is, flipping son. I feel bad when I say flipping son. What is your real name, flipping son? You're now going to tell me your first name is Flip and your surname is Son. What's your full name? You don't have to tell us, by the way, okay? Oh, Jimmy, skating choreographer. Do you know how much help? I once did over 90 hours help for someone because they were promising that they would give us the work. And you know what they did? They took all the plugins, all the wireframes, all the guides, everything we told them how to do it, and then went and got it cheap, done elsewhere. And what they got done was really bad, and the website folded and everything. And that's when I realized very early on, stop being nice. Stop saying yes to everyone. Stop giving away your time. 90 hours. 90 hours, and I tested over 20 plugins for them. What's going to be the best one to get to do what they want? 90 hours over 2 weeks. Just work that out how much time I was giving them. I didn't have time to do any website work, any promotion, any social media. 90 hours. What a twat. That's me. I was an idiot and a twat. Early days. Never again will I make that mistake. They can kiss my ass. Do you know what I mean? No, not happening now. Not happening now. Because I value my time. Because you know, when you spend time working on a website, even just being here, listening to me, less time with your family, less time watching a movie, TV, listening to music, walking, exercising, that's your time gone. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark, flipping son. Do you like Cobra Kai, flipping son? Or would it be flipping son? Mark son, flipping son. So if anyone wants to know about the 5-day challenge, I will show you that page as well. The 5-day challenge starts next Monday, by the way. So it's imminent. It's imminent. We're going to start. It's free. It's a 5-day challenge, and we go over quite a few stuff. You know, starts. What's next week? 21st of Feb. Right, there we go. So if you want to join in, join in. If you don't want to join in, that's your problem. No, it's not your problem. You don't have to join in. Okay. But it's about businesses, business ideas, thinking about your business, logos, branding, colors, wireframes, all of this stuff. Okay. And why you need to kind of sometimes just go back to basics. Don't jump the gun. Don't rush to the finishing line, but just take things back to basics. Because if your business is not doing great, is it because you skipped steps? And we talk about, you know, how can you try and get clients? There is no winning formula. Anyone that says to you, hey, pay me and I will get you loads of clients, do not do that. All right. They're just messing you around and they just want your money. But there are things you can do to help yourself out. So Peter Stark is saying, just want to mention a question. So the mastery is about businesses, WordPress, and Elementor. I'll be honest with you, we don't do. Also, we look at tricks with HTML and CSS too, but we don't teach. HTML or CSS, right? I'm letting you know, right, that we don't. I've got loads of videos where I've used HTML or CSS, and that's where I've tinkered or worked something out, and I share it with the world. But our focus is Elementor. We don't do Divi, Oxygen. We don't do Gutenberg, Beaver Builder. No. It's better that you become an expert in one type of page builder or one solution than try to do everything. If you try to become an expert in all the other stuff and Wix and Squarespace and Shopify, you're going to struggle to keep up to date every time something changes, right? So someone comes to me, client, and they're prepared to pay big money and they want a Shopify website. I try and talk to them why that's not a good idea. Because you're restricted within the Shopify infrastructure and there's only so much you can do. WordPress, WooCommerce, we can get next to almost as good as what they do and better and more. And there's always a new solution, a new way of doing things. Shopify, a bit restricted. Same with Wix, same with Squarespace, same with some other page builders. And if they just want to use Shopify, I say, great, okay, we can't work with you. And they can go elsewhere. I've probably lost a lot of money. But you know what? I am comfortable with what I use and what I do because, so I'm going to say, so Peter, if you're good with HTML and CSS, then we need you. If you're good at HTML and CSS, you can pass on your skills. You can even educate us and say, hey, you did X, but what if you did this as well? You know, it's about learn sharing amongst the community, our private group. But if you try and stretch yourself to learn everything in terms of different page builders, right, you're going to struggle. And I know that when I use Elementor, I know what I'm doing. And if a client says to me, right, I want to use Elementor, they're happy with that, but I want this. This is how I want it to look. And I look at it and go, 90% of that we can do. 10%, I'm not sure. I'll quickly check. And then if I don't find a solution within an hour of checking on Google or whatever of how to do that, there's no plugin. No one really knows how to do that. I'll say to the client, okay, look, you got to make a decision. If we do all of this, the 90%, I can work with you. If you want that 10% and you don't want to compromise with a different solution or we don't do it at all, then I can't work with you. Because what I don't do is say, okay, yeah, I'll find a way. And then I spend a week stressing myself out because that 10% is a make or break. That's a storm breaker. That's a showstopper. And if the client does not get that 10%, I am screwed. He ain't going to pay. He is going to be pissed off, right? Because you told him, yeah, I'll work it out. So don't agree to a specification or a job unless you can look at the spec and confidently say, yeah, we can do that. Or if you're not sure, you spend an hour, check out plugins, check out Google, check out Elementor Facebook group, ask some friends, how would you do this? And if you can't get a bulletproof solution, do not commit. The amount of people that contact me on Facebook, direct messages, nearly every day. I've got work off Upwork. I've got some work off Fiverr. I'm doing a website for someone. I told them I would do this. Here's a video. I don't know what to do. And it's not a bug or a glitch. They don't know how to do it. And I look at it and I go, you're going to struggle. That is not Elementor. That is JavaScript. You now need a JavaScript coder to create some funky code for you to do that. I can't. I've not been paid enough money. The client won't pay for it. And I have to say, I'm really sorry. I'm not a JavaScript coder. You're going to have to pay someone $1,000 to do some special coding for you now, or find someone on Fiverr. I can't afford it. I'm sorry. You should not have accepted the job unless you're confident in it. Because if you're confident that you can do it, it's a piece of cake. You go through it, you do whatever you need to do. It's a piece of cake, no stress. The only time you have stress is when there's plugin conflict, or there's a bit of a glitch, or the CS code's not working quite right. You got to tinker with it. Then you stress a bit. Stress-free web design is how you want to get your business set up. So just because someone says, hey, I'll give you $2,000, and you're like, whoa, yeah, but you are not confident in how to do that job, do not do it. Do not take it on. Because when you do not deliver, that client will make your life a living hell. You said you could do it. I've paid you. And you better be ready for a shit review. You better be ready for him to go out and tell people, do not use that web designer. They were appalling. They lied to me, right? The minute someone says, they lied to me, no one is going to want to, people will not want to use you, right? Reviews matter. So be confident in what you do and go for it. Hey, yeah, Peter Stark. What I will say, Peter, by the way, is if you do want to email me, by the way, you're not going to be joining any mailing list, right? But if you want to email us or use the contact form on our website or whatever, if you just want to let us know your details so I can email you the link again so you can see it after your holiday. But we're not going to chase you. I'm not going to find you and say, hey, Here's a special offer just for you. No, I'm not going to do any of that, all right? We like to keep it open and transparent. Um, a 5-day challenge on how to get clients soon. I think that's too long. I think that's longer than you need. But what I might do is I might do a video. I might do a half an hour video where I talk about tips and tricks and things you might want to consider. So I'm not going to go into detail with all the stuff we do in our mastery, but what I will talk to you about is building your reviews, building your portfolio, Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn. None of this guarantees you loads of work. None of this guarantees you anything. But what I will do is a half an hour video. And you know what? I will get that done maybe this week. Okay. I will get something done this week. Because I might then say to everyone, look, whenever we have a 5-day free challenge, please do join in and sign up to it because it's not a bad thing for you, kind of thing. So I will. Do you think that'll work for you soon? Because I do think 5-day challenge, that's a lot of my time and Mark's time. We've got to set it up, set loads of stuff up. And also, there's only so much you can say in 5 days, okay? And I think a half an hour intro into just what we're about in terms of business and getting clients, I think that will be a good intro. Do you think that's good, Zoom? Give me a high five, Zoom. Come on. High five the screen, everybody. Give me a high five, people. So that's what we'll go for. So this video that I am currently just editing should have been taking me less than 10 minutes to edit. It's taken me an hour because I'm talking to you all. I don't mind talking to you all, but boy, oh boy, do I talk. There's a part of this video where I stopped to blow my nose and I want to edit it out, but I can't find it and I don't want to watch the whole video. High five, mate. High five, Jimmy. Do you guys ever do that? So what used to be really funny when I was at college and university and whatever, sometimes I'd be high-fiving someone across the room and we just look at each other and just go like that. We just do that to the air. And everyone else in between us would go, what just happened there? Was there a fly? Did you just hit a fly? What did you do? What is this? What is this dark art sorcery? We're going, yeah, high five, like that. And I miss doing that. I miss my friends where we used to do that. High five, yay. I do miss that. Just editing a video. Yeah. How's your website look when we go to responsive mode? What's going on here? What is going on here with my editing? Just cut that. Cut. Right, cut. Let's see how that's going. Yeah, I just use iMovie soon. I've never felt the need to go to Final Cut Pro. I know you interject your videos with like footage and stuff like that. I'm happy with just iMovie. I've looked into Final Cut Pro, nearly bought it a month ago, but I've never felt the push to make the leap for it yet. Yes, Jimmy, you're on Elementor. By the way, Elementor Pro 3.6.2 is out. Some people had an issue with 3.6.1, removed the ability to enable or disable automatic updates. 3.6.2 has re-enabled that now. So it is okay to use. It's okay to use, all right? Just go away and use it. Don't you love it, Zoom, when you're editing bits together and it just flows, or you have a little moment in the video which wasn't right and you're able to just get it out, edit it out? Isn't it good? Oh, there it is. I found the bit where I sneezed. Haha. I have found the bit where I sneezed. Thank God I can get it out now. Who wants to see me sneeze on a video? Get rid of it. What? Where do you guys all work? Do you have your own little office, your own little corner of a room? Are you working in your bedroom? By the way, if you're a web design agency or a freelancer and you work in your bedroom, that's okay. Don't be ashamed of it. You're working somewhere where you have somewhere to work. Do you work in your garden? Do you have an office, a garden office? Kitchen, dining room, lounge. Where are you all working? Where are you all working? I'm not going to come and visit, by the way, but where are you working? Where are you working? Yeah, cool. That video smoothly transitioned into another one. The words, you wouldn't even know it was edited. That's how good it was. Where do you live again, Jimmy? Where do you live again? Where do you live? Hey, Ant, how you doing? Afternoon. Yeah, well, I know where you work, Charlie. You've got Charlie, right? Scuba diving Thailand's got a really cool conservatory. Really nice. If I didn't have like an office area here, I probably would have done the same. Got a conservatory or something built, so I had like a nice, lovely outdoor office area. Shivam, office space in the bedroom. Hey, that's what I mean. If you're in a good zone where you feel relaxed and it's the right vibe, the right atmosphere for you to work, you go for it. You know, I've seen people post up pictures of grand, massive offices, and I kind of go, yeah, that's great for you, you know, but it's what works for you. Is it hot in Porto today, Ant? Would it be hot there? Oh yeah, that's right, Jimmy. You're in Porto. I just remember. Yeah, just saw it. Yeah. Just finish off this editing. I mean, if you're still on here, Zoom, was there a reason you made the jump from iMovie to Final Cut Pro? What was it that swung it for you? What made you go for it? So I used to have a garden office, electricity, the works, everything. And even though it was insulated, the floor, the roof, the walls, I found that when it's winter time, I've got to have the electric heater on, and that's a lot of expense. And when it was raining, I can't go into that room because what you then hear is this is when it's raining. Can you hear that? Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter. Hated it. Hated it. So I just transferred everything into here, and I did a video of transferring everything into this small 2 meter by 2 meter. It's the fourth bedroom in the house, but it's the smallest room. It's not even really a bedroom, really. But I did everything in here. But yeah, you know, when it rains, it's annoying, isn't it? I mean, if you're not recording videos, you can get away with it. And sometimes the pitter patter noise is soothing. But when you're recording videos, the pitter patter is annoying. You know, I hate it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Charlie. When you're in the conservatory, um, you know, I bet when it's hitting glass, it's probably gonna be like 10 times worse, isn't it? It's gonna be like it's gonna be like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a MacBook Air. I have got 16 gigabytes of RAM, so beast of a machine. M1 chip. iMovie, fine. There is the occasional crash, but if it ever crashes and you open it up again, it's fine. Everything's back. Happens now and again, but not a lot. Not a lot. Um, but it is super, super good. And it's free. It's free. Yeah, I think if you're chatting with a client and you say to them, "Look, it's raining. Sorry for the noise," they'll accept it. They won't mind. When I'm doing YouTube videos, I have to have silence. I have to have silence because I just don't want noise. I mean, right now my son is downstairs. You know, he's playing Fortnite, whatever. He's talking to my wife. You know, they're just chatting away. I can hear them. Um, it's because he's on half-term holidays. But normally, when I do a YouTube video, I need to have silence. Silence is golden. It is good to have silence. Good, yeah. What we got here? No, it's okay actually. It's okay. The spacing is the same. Spacing is the same. Now, good. Connected better. This is all good. Sonos drowns out the rain. Yep. It certainly does. Good sound system definitely does. Just I spent quite a lot. I mean, that garden office now, it'll be used in the summer, but it's not used in my recording studio anymore. So it's like, damn it, man. I've got to find a good use for it. So yeah, you sent out an email. And there you go. You sent out an email. You let your clients know that if they refer anyone to you, you're going to pay them mega bucks. It happens, doesn't it? Cool, Peter. As long as you're protected by the rain and it doesn't annoy you, kind of thing, you know. Garden offices are great. You know, if you've got a house with kids or stuff happening, just having somewhere to go off to was nice. You walk through the garden, you go to your office. That was quite nice. Yeah. Um, you never miss the office. Just gotta make sure. Why have I got a gap in this video? Just make sure everything is okay here. Just closing off this video now. Cool. I love it. I love it when I this is going to sound so vain, but you know, at the end of my videos, I kind of go, hey, I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow, and I'll see you soon. And I kind of do a cheesy smile. I always laugh at myself when I do that. I go, oh, yeah, that's nice. That was good. That was a good video, sir. But yeah, it's always good when you're working on websites to have somewhere neutral where you can relax, where you feel peaceful, because you will find stressful moments when the web page doesn't do what you want. Oh, I've got to rearrange this, or it's not working. I've edited it, it's not on live. You need somewhere where you can Sometimes just say what. So having your private space to do that is good. Having your private space to just someone sit back and just kind of look around your room and calm yourself down as well. We need that. We need to have that, um, just that relaxed moment. You know, it's very important. So Atarim, just done a video for Atarim well, not for them. I've reviewed their website and I'm going to stick that on our channel. It should be live in about 2 hours. It'll probably take that long. Sometimes YouTube can be such a pain when it uploads. Sometimes it uploads really quick. And sometimes you upload and then it processes the high def version. You're like, come on, man, get on with it. It's not your computer's fault. It's YouTube. They're probably busy, but God, speed it up, people. Speed it up. Right, so just going to pop these 2 links down here in case anyone hasn't seen them. Just a reminder to people, stuff we have on. Challenge starts 21st of Feb. 5 days, free. Blah, 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 whatever. Right, let me now just do the Canva art for this video. So my process is record video, edit video, do the cover art, and then get it onto YouTube, and then either release that day or schedule the day it's going to come out. So homepage review of Atarim's site. Ooh, Atarim. Atarim is really cool for collaboration, right? If you're collaborating with clients and stuff, and you want them to tell you where the problem is, it's pretty cool. And I recommend you do go to the atarim.io website just to have a look at what it does. It's got loads of good examples and stuff, but it is definitely good place. Oh no, I've done it wrong. So review of, I can't even write. Sometimes I can't write. This is when I'm hungry. Review of Atarim's home page. Review of Atarim's home. Review of the Atarim. No, review of Atarim's homepage. Review of Atarim's homepage. Why am I even talking to you guys? You don't care. You just came here to get tips and hints off me. No, but it's let's get this cover art just right. Is that cover art right? Yeah, that's right. Let's go with that. So we're going to call it Atarim. Guy who looks after Atarim, Vito. Cool guy. Every year they do the Atarim WordPress Web WP Summit, and you have tons of people doing talks about WordPress, engaging with clients, things like that. When they do that again, I hope they make it free again. Do join in. Super cool. Yeah, now I do want to mention that this microphone, normally when I do my recordings, I haven't applied, obviously because we're live, I'm not applying any sound editing like reduce the hum of the room. So at the moment, I'm just using a dynamic microphone. I do strongly recommend that if you're on the market for a microphone, do not get a condenser microphone. Condenser microphones are good, but you've got to have a bulletproof, soundproofed room. We're talking so soundproofed, it is proper soundproofed, right? Otherwise, the condenser will pick stuff up, right? The dynamic microphone, you still need to have a soundproof room, but it is super good at picking up my sound here. Here's the microphone, and listen to my voice when I start to talk over here, right? I'm just going to move this. Look at the sound over here. Can you hear? You can hear me, but I sound distant. And as I start to come closer back over to the microphone, dynamic, this is £120. I did a video on it a week ago, I think. Fine. Fifine, Fifine dynamic microphone, £120. Super, super good, right? It is super, super good. I mean, it has this like light function. If I just show you here, can you see the lights? Can you see them on the microphone here? Just playing. I can turn them off. They get a bit of a light glow effect as well. This is going to make a big difference to the quality of the sound in the videos. I always felt the sound quality wasn't super, super great. This, though, I think is super good. Love it. I've tested out tons of microphones, but they were all condenser. I tested out Laparel, where you put it over here. Tested out different ones. There was always something not right. This, out the bag, plug it in, tested it, and I was like, why are we not talking about dynamic microphone? So when you get a microphone, make sure it is dynamic. And this is just a USB port connection. Well, it's got your bit there at the back there, and it's just USB, plug in, and away you go. Right, no drivers needed. No drivers are needed for this particular thing. Okay. Right, let's just check the messages coming in on Facebook. Hey, Ant, by the way, I just, your message has come in. Okay. Just saw that come in, sorry, 2 minutes ago. So the challenge starts 21st. By the way, we use a message bot. So when you submit, loads of messages come up going, right, phone number, da, 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 you know, for your 5-day challenge. Just go through the process, okay, and it will be done. Takes about 5 or 6 messages, and you might find it annoying, but once it's done, it's done. Trust me. And you'll be okay. Just gotta check some messages that have come through on the Elemental Facebook group. So, what? So on Facebook, right? Someone has said, is it okay to turn on automatic updates? I have said, do not turn on automatic updates. Always have a daily backup. And someone has come and said, that's a lot to ask of someone. Why? Daily backups should be standard. Daily backups should be standard. Why? There's a lot of people who seem argumentative with me. Daily backups should be standard. Anyone who's got a website and has not got a daily backup on, you or your clients, sort it out now, right? Sort it out now because it is important. And she's saying that it's up to Elemental to sort out plugin conflicts. Why? If you've got tons of plugins on and there is conflict, why is it for Elemental to sort it out? It's for the third-party plugin company. Yeah, the trouble with, you know, so some people, just saying to this person, no, I recommend that you should still get daily backups. Like, why, you know, oh no, right. So Dennis, automatic updates, if Elementor Pro 3.6.2 has now allows the automatic update bit again. So you can disable it. You just deactivate it, right? You just deactivate it. So rather than have enable, click it. Sorry, no. If it says deactivate, click it and it will deactivate it. See, most of the time you get it as part of your hosting. Most of the time you get this. Host. How do I manage our backups? We use SiteGround. So when I have a client, I tell the client use SiteGround because of the great customer service. It costs more, but it's good customer service. We have daily backups for all of our websites and our clients. If our client decides to go elsewhere, we say to them, right, you can go where you want, but you need to make sure you've got a backup service with your host. If they do not give you one, you need to sign up to Updraft Plus or whatever, and you might have to pay for it. So we give them all the options and we let them decide. You can go SiteGround, you pay for that, for the server, whatever, you get backups. You go elsewhere, make sure you got backups, or you get Updraft Plus and then you sort out your backups and your process. And you might need to go pro depending on what you're going for. You know, you might want to update every hour or whatever, right? That's what you do. But there's a lot of people out there that don't have backups. And when they update Elementor or their plugin and it all goes boom, it's like, it's like, where's your backup? And they go, oh, I didn't think I need one. And you think, why not? I mean, literally, someone on Elementor, if you go onto Elementor Facebook group, right? Someone put a message on 5 hours ago saying you might as well turn on automatic updates. And I've says, no, don't do that. Right? Always have a daily backup. And there's someone arguing with me a little bit about it. And I'm like, they think it's too much to ask a small company to have a backup. Why? If you're a shop, WooCommerce, you better have a backup. Because when your site mucks up, you lose all the customer orders. That's not fair. Account details. So when people start to have a beef at me about backups, I kind of go, fine, do what you want. But then don't whinge, right? Or complain if it goes wrong. So I'm just checking some of the messages we got here. Anta saying daily backups via 20i. Yep, 20i are good. And a monthly USB hard drive in case the host burns down. Hey, that is not a bad idea, my friend. That is not bad as well. The host burns down. I'd like to think they've got backup upon backup upon backup, but you don't know. Zoom is saying they've got a client who's abusive and says stuff like, I can just go host a site on GoDaddy and I don't need any backups or other stuff you charge me for the site name. Then fine, ditch them. You're going to lose hosting money and maintenance package money for this person. But if they are abusive, cut them loose. Cut them loose. You might say, yeah, but I'm getting good money. Good money is not worth the stress, my friend. Right? Cut them loose. We have cut so many people out. We used to host them and went, right, we're not hosting you anymore. End of the contract deal. Right, we're cutting loose. Go elsewhere. Here's your website. Here's your entire website, but you go elsewhere now. Not our problem. Right? Don't feel like you have to bend over and take, sorry people, but you have to take shit just because they feel like they've paid you. You are not the slave. You are not their laborer, their worker. You are a respected professional soon. So you stand up for yourself, and if you want to just say, look, really sorry, right, but we're or what you do is you say to them, look, I'm really, really sorry, but because of our reputation, we now have to up our prices, triple them, double them, do what you want. If they don't want to pay it, tell them to just go, right? Stop making your life a misery. Managed WP, like what Soom said, Stacey, managed WP are really, really good. It's a really great way if you want to test out plugins. Now, here's my tip for all of you. There's only about 7-8 plugins I use all the time on every website. And there will be about 3 or 4 extras I might use as well for particular clients. Get a test website, a staging site, and stick all those plugins on it. All of those plugins onto it, right? Then when an update happens, you update that website. Check it. If it's all working, you know it's safe, right? Because this website has got all of these plugins. It might have 20 plugins on there, right? You test it. And if all is fine, you go and do it on the others. But because you're doing it on a test one, who cares? Who cares if it breaks down? If it breaks down, you load up a backup. It's just a staging site, a test site, right? Get all your plugins, all your settings, put lots of images into there as well. Put some dummy products in, all this stuff, set it all up and test it. That's what you do. Yeah, so in SiteGround, it's automatic. It's automatic in the WordPress. So when you go to the site tools, you click on site tools. I can't remember what it's called now. Somewhere it'll be WordPress. You click that and it has backups. Daily backup. I get a daily backup. All of my sites that are on SiteGround for our clients, daily backup. Whenever there's a problem, boom, we sort it out. And we've only ever had 2 problems. And both of the problems was because the client got someone else to work on the website for some marketing and they screwed it up. Fine, we just went in and loaded the backup for them. But yeah, managed WP is good. The only thing about when you use like main WP or Updraft Plus, because it might do a daily backup, you got to make sure you got the space on your Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever. And sometimes I would rather it just stay with the host or wherever it was, I'm happy to do that. If you are more risk averse, having another backup that kind of goes to Google Drive is okay as well. And Charlie uses WP Vivid backup plugin as well. What a guy, Charlie. What a guy. They're just calming someone down. Wow, we've been talking for nearly 1 hour 40 today. Sorts it all out now. Right, let's upload a video to my channel. I'm going to upload a video now, and I hope it doesn't cause any lag as we're talking. I hope it doesn't cause any lag. If you notice any lag, let me know, okay? But hopefully it should not do that. Hey, George, how you doing? As you can see, I don't know if you can see the live chat replay as soon as you join, but we've been talking about lots of different things, loads of stuff. So Elementor homepage review of Atarim.io desktop and mobile. Doing reviews is great. I like to pass on tips, and it's just my opinion when I do a homepage review. But sometimes hearing it from another angle can help you to improve or think about things in a different way. The HTTP address for his website. Yeah, yeah, Charlie, yeah, it's there. It's there. There's your daily I once had a website where there was an update run, okay, and you could not log into WordPress. Even when you went to the admin screen for WordPress, you could not go in. It wouldn't even allow you to log in. We were screwed. Went to site. At this point, I'm sweating. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Logged into SiteGround, Site Tools, back up, loaded the previous day back up. Boom, everything is normal. And then we found it was a social plugin. This is a long, long time ago. It was a social plugin, and we took that plugin off. We went, forget that. You're out of here. We're gonna get something else on. Helps you out. The reason why www can take long is because that's now using like a CDN and Cloudway. It's to do with cloud, and it's a weird one really because what we're told is that when you use CDN, Cloudways, and all this other stuff, cloud, whatever, right? Okay, it's meant to be quicker. 5 times out of 10, it's slower. And I sometimes do not see the point in paying so much more per month. Some people are paying 80, 90 quid a month. And I go to their website and go, it's not really that quick. They go, yeah, but it's on the cloud. I go, yeah, but the cloud has moved. It's a clear sky. There's no clouds here. It's not always the fastest. So, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, SiteGround, the I hear people say the customer service is bad. I have never had a problem with them. With over 76 websites with them, never had a problem with customer service. Not once. Not once. The cloud. I can't touch the cloud. So I just think that, and the other thing to think about is that when they say, yeah, you're on the cloud, you're on your dedicated server. Yeah, it's still going to be busy. Still has to get to you. Still only going to be as good as your phone line or your internet, your server. If you've refreshed and cleaned your desktop with, you've cleaned out all your cookies, it's still, it's hit and miss, isn't it? Exactly what George has said there. Exactly what George has said there. So if you were in the middle of nowhere and there's no good servers around you or other countries, right? Then it makes sense. But if you're in a country with like servers and whatever and good infrastructure, networks and whatever, I ain't paying £100 a month. Super fast speed. No, your website's still loading. What? All right, we're at 1 hour 45. And I am going to log out in a moment just so I can go and have a break. Because Charlie knows this, but we have a live chat in 3 hours and 10 minutes. No, not 3 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I need to just relax, check my son is still alive, stuff like that. Just get up and move a bit because when you're sat in a seat, you're not burning much calories, are you? And I haven't really eaten, so I need to go and get something to eat. Otherwise, I'm going to feel very weak and faint later on. We'll call this site reviews. Yeah, you take care, Jimmy. Purple gradient lights. Which lights are you talking about, Soon? Oh, hold on. Do you mean these ones? Do you mean these lights? Tell me if you mean these lights. Tell me if you mean those lights. Because if it is, then you need this link. That's the link you need. I think that's, yeah, it's those lights. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's those lights. You get 2 of them, by the way, okay? They each have their own separate plug. You can position them wherever you want. Those are the lights that you need, my friend. You can change the color and do what you want with them. Like, look at this. Let's go for red, green, blue, yellow. Oops, there we go. Yellow, orange, orange. I'm going to point it at the right place. Orange. Can you even go for white? Well, you got a bit of a white effect. No, that's white. That's not white. There you go. There's white. Let's put it back to the purple I like. And that's not even on the brightest color. Bright. Look, this is brighter. Look how bright I've got it. I can go. It's because it's close to the wall. You get a bit of a white glow. I'm going to drop that down. Oops. Don't think I've done that right. There we go. There we go. That's the setting I like to have it. Hey, 5095. What's up? How you doing? What are you up to, my friend? What are you up to? What are you up to? I'm about to shoot off in a bit now anyway. Because I've been doing this now for 1 hour, 47 minutes. I need to just recoup. Homepage review, atarim.io, atarim.io review. Atarim review. So just writing up my keywords here for my YouTube channel. Atarim review. Site review. Elementor review. Homepage review. Page review. Page review. So just got some messages coming. If you can hear any clicking, you probably can't hear because my phone is going off, which means someone's trying to contact me. Right, so let me now just do this. Sorry if you hear me sniffling. I've got a cold, just a tiny little bit of a cold. Nothing more. Nothing more. Okay, everyone, I am going to sign off. Next. We'll go for instantly public. But I'm not going to go public just yet. Let's wait for that to process and do all the high def. But we are going to sign off now. All right. So I'm going to say thank you, everyone, all of you that have been here. So I'm not lonely, chatting, talking about Elementor websites and just about anything we wanted to be honest. I think we went off on a tangent, didn't we, at one point? But hey, look, take care. See you later, Charlie, as well. But I need to just go and recoup and re-energize myself a little bit. Take care, all of you. Stay safe, right? Look after yourself. Look after your families. Don't do anything silly. See you all soon.